far end of town where the grickle grass grows and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing excepting old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax. And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could, before somebody lifted the Lorax away. And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could, before somebody lifted the Lorax away. What was the Lorax? And why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere? From the far end of town where the grickle grass grows, the old Once-ler still lives here. Ask him. He knows. You won't see the Once-ler. Don't knock at his door. He stays in his lurkum on top of his store. He lurks in his lurkum cold under the roof, where he makes his own clothes out of the muffled roof. And on special dank midnights in August he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away. He'll tell you, perhaps, if you're willing to pay.
At the end of a loop, he lets down 10 pail, you get to toss in 15 cents a nail. So the great-great-great-grandfather's name. Gonna see if you paid him the proper amount. Then he hides. You paid him away in snuff. His secret strange hole in his scruff's glove. He grunts, "I'll call you by whisper before." Just look down, slips to whisper on the phone to your ear, and the old husband's voices are not very good. And he sounds as if he has smiles from himself. "I'll tell you," he says with his teeth sounding gray. The Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back. Such a long, long time back.
Way back in the days when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still clean, and the song of the Swami swans rang out in space, one morning I came to this glorious place, and I first saw the trees, the trufula trees, the bright-colored tufts of the trufula trees, mile after mile in the fresh morning breeze. And under the trees I saw brown barbaloots frisking about in their barbaloot suits as they played in the shade and ate trufula fruits. From the ripulous pond came the comfortable sound of the humming fish humming while splashing around.
Those trees, those trufula trees.
All my life I've been searching for trees such as these. touch of their tufts was much softer than silk.
And they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk.
And they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk.
I'm leaping of love in my heart. And just what I do.
I unloaded my cart. In no time at all, I had built a small shop. And I chopped down a truffula tree with one chop. Then I chopped down a truffula tree with one chop. Then I
Skill of great speed. I took the top off the needed the Thneed. I heard like a thump. I found the stump. Hey, did you jump down this tree? No. Who did? What's that? I think he did it. He fake it to premises. Take your accent. Get out. Who are you? In the Lorax. Guardian of the forest. I speak for the trees. So you're telling me you didn't just see me magically appear out of that stump? All the lightning and thunder and stuff. You see any of that? Oh, that sounds amazing. Can I see some of that? Yeah, I can show you. But that's not how it works. Oh, did it really happen? Oh, I know what you want. Guy ever saw Chubby Joseph? How dare you? That thing, that horrible thing that I see. What's that thing you made out of my truffula tree? Look, Lorax, calm down. There's no cause for alarm. I chopped down just one tree. I'm doing no harm. This thing is most useful. This thing is the Thneed. Need to find something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat. But its other uses just far beyond that. You can use it for carpets, for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or covers for bicycle seats. Sir, you're crazy. You're crazy with greed. Well, there's no one on earth who will buy that fool's need.
But the very next minute, I proved he was wrong. For just at that minute, a chap came along, and he thought that the Thneed I had knitted was great. He happily bought it for $3.98. I laughed at the Lorax. You poor stupid guy. You never can tell what some people will buy.
The birth of an industry, you poor stupid guy. You telling me what the public will buy?
I repeat, cried the Lorax, I speak for the trees.
Dun, dun, dun. All complaints will be filed in this box, if you please. Now we should station the was known. This business was too big for one Once-ler alone, so quickly it put me a radio phone. I called my brothers and uncles and aunts, I said.
And I said, listen here, here's a wonderful chance for the whole Once-ler family to get mighty rich. Get over here fast. Take the road to North Niche. Turn left at Wee Hawkins, sharp right at South Stitch.
You stop. This is bad. Have a nice day. Bad? I'm not bad. I'm the good guy here. Just doesn't get it. Do you think I'm bad? What? Thank you. I mean, something good finally happens to me. And he just has to come along and rain on my parade. What's his problem? What? See?
And in no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole Once-ler family was working full tilt. We were all knitting Thneeds, just as busy as bees, to the sound of the chopping of truffula trees.
I'm not bad. I'm the good guy here. Just doesn't get it. You think I'm bad? Well, thank you. I mean, something good finally happens to me. And he just has to come along and rain on my parade. What's his problem? What? See? Yeah, bad, right. Not bad, can it be?
Then, oh, baby, oh, how my business did grow. Now chopping one tree at a time was too slow, so I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 truffula trees at one smacker. We were making Thneeds 4 times as fast as before.
And my
Now
profits,
Lorax, he
incidentally,
didn't
were
show up
soaring
anymore.
galore. Profits.
But the next week he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, but the next week he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, I'm the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown Barbaloots, who played in the shade in their Barbaloot suits and happily lived eating truffula fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffula fruit to go around, and my poor Barbaloots are all getting the crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummies. They loved living here, but I can't let them stay. They'll have to find food, and I hope that they may. Good luck, boys, he cried, and he sent them away. I, the Once-ler, felt sad as I watched them all go. But business is business, and business must grow, regardless of crummies and tummies, you know. I meant no harm. I most truly did not. But I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got. I biggered my factory, I biggered my roads, I biggered my wagons, I biggered the loads of the Thneeds I shipped out. I was shipping them forth to the south, to the east, to the west, to the north. I went right on biggering, selling more Thneeds, and I biggered my money, which everyone needs.
Employee, where am I? Things are going fine all the way down the line. The needs are selling like hotcakes. On Timbuktu to Texas, I was feeling quite relaxed with my good old solar plexus. When he snuck out of the pipe, he was back with another gripe. Once-ler, your heart making such smogulous smoke. My poor swami swans, why they can't sing a note? No one can sing with smog in his throat. So, please pardon my cough. They cannot live here. I am sending them off. Where will they go? Where will they go? I don't really know. Will there be another dawn, a sunrise for the swami swan? Exit, exit, swami swan, going, 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 going. What you want? I should shut down my factory. Fire 100,000 workers? Is that good economics? Is that sound for the country? I see your points, but I won't know the answer. Tell you what I'll do. I'll think it over. No, you've run out of time for thinking things over. I'm sorry to yell, but my dander is up. Let me say a few words about gallopity gallop. Your machinery chugs on day and night without stop. Making gallopity gallop and also sloppity slop. Slop, slop, clip, clip, slop, slop, clip, clip, dunka, dunka, dunk, wash, slop, clip, dunka, dunka, dunk, wash, slop, clip, clip.
What's more, snapped the Lorax, his banner was up, let me say a few words about gluppity glup. Your machinery chugs on day and night without stop, making gluppity glup, also sloppity slop. And what do you do with this leftover goo? I'll show you, you dirty old Once-ler man, you. You're glumping the pond where the hummingfish hum. No more can they hum, for their gills are all gum. So I'm sending them off. Oh, their future is dreary. They'll walk on their fins and get woefully weary in search of some water that isn't so smeary. And then I got mad. I got terribly mad. I yelled at the Lorax. Now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap yap and say bad, 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 bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I intend to go on doing just what I do. And for your information, I'm figuring on figuring and figuring and figuring and figuring. Turning more truffula trees into Thneeds, which everyone needs.
Now you listen to me, Pop, while I blow my top. Trees. Ha! You speak for the trees. Well, I speak for men and human
And at that
opportunity.
very moment, we heard a loud whack. From outside in the fields came a sickening smack of an axe on a tree, and we heard the tree fall. The very last truffula tree of them all. No more trees, no more Thneeds, no more work to be done. In time, my uncles and aunts, everyone, all waved me goodbye.
They jumped into their cars and drove
away under the smoke-smuggered stars. Now all that was left beneath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Lorax, and I. The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance, just gave me a very sad, backward glance, as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants, and I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he heisted himself and took leave of this place, through a hole in the smog without leaving a trace. And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with one word, unless. Whatever that meant, well, I just couldn't guess. That was long, long ago, but each day since that day, I've sat here and worried away. Through the years, while my buildings have fallen apart, I've worried about him with all of my heart. But now, says the Once-ler, now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. So, catch, called the Once-ler. He let something fall. It's a truffula seed. It's the last one of all. You're in charge of the last of the truffula seeds. And the truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffula, treat it with care. Give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest, protect it from axes that hack. Then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back.
This place has fallen apart over the years. Jump to Jimmy. The building started to all. Factory. Schloppy schlop. There's the last truffula tree.